Now, NBC4 investigates.
Tonight, a family is demanding answers after a call for help landed their loved one in the hospital. NBC4 Investigates Jamie Ostroff is here to break down the body-worn camera footage of a deputy-involved shooting in Ross County.
And Jamie, you had some questions too, right?
Yeah, I did, and I have been trying to get answers to those questions since we first showed you that body-worn camera footage of the incident on Friday. Today, I spoke with a use of force expert as well as the family of the man who is now recovering about what unfolded.
Angela Paraskoff got the call that her stepfather had shot himself Thursday and rushed to her mother's home near Chillicothe.
After I hear all the 4 gunshots, I said, "Is he gone?" And they actually said yes.
The man in the body-worn camera footage you're about to see is actually recovering in the hospital.
As far as I know, he's going to make it, and he's not in critical condition.
It started with a call to 911 from a family member after the man said he'd shot himself. That family member says she told dispatchers the man still had the gun. You can see her here directing 2 deputies into a storage room. As soon as another family member leaves the room, the situation escalates. You see deputies raise their guns and command the man lying on the floor to put his gun down at least 14 times.
Sir, please. Put it down, sir.
But then one of the deputies swaps her firearm for her stun gun. Listen to this next exchange between the male deputy and the subject.
Do not what? Do not let go of that gun.
I'm not letting go.
No, let go of that gun. Do not throw that.
The female deputy fires her stun gun. We're not going to show you the 7 gunshots that immediately followed. Deputies told us immediately after the incident that the subject fired first. It's not clear how many of those shots came from the deputy's firearm or how many, if any, hit the man on the floor. That's not the only question raised by the video.
If a subject has a firearm in their hand, is it safe to use a taser?
I would generally say no.
Mark Meredith is a police practices expert who testifies in use of force cases. He could not comment on this case specifically, but he did provide insight on proper stun gun use.
It should be used for people who are actively aggressive towards officers or others.
He said that in most circumstances, an officer should give a verbal warning before deploying the weapon.
Can you give me an example maybe of a circumstance where it wouldn't be appropriate or helpful to give a verbal warning?
You have your taser out and someone's charging at you with a knife and you don't have time to get your gun out.
After the shots are fired, the female deputy can be seen holding her firearm and her stun gun at the same time.
We generally try to avoid having 2 different weapons in your hand so you don't, in the heat of the moment, you don't confuse which one you mean to fire.
I tried taking my questions, including those about the male deputy's conflicting commands and the female deputy's use of the stun gun, to the Ross County Sheriff's Office. They have not responded to my multiple attempts to reach them. As for the family, they too are looking for answers to one troubling question.
If you can't call for help and get that help from your local, police, what do you do? Where do you go? You're at a loss.
The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation is looking into this incident. Meredith, in the meantime, is reminding the public that body camera footage does not capture every aspect of an incident, so it is important to be patient while investigators weigh all of the facts. The Ross County Sheriff's Office did not release the names of either deputy or the man who was shot.